guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. We're about to dive in some drugstore dupes and I'm about to save you a lot of money because baby, I have been scouring my makeup collection to find the best drugstore dupes for super popular high-end products. I don't got a lot to say because I want to start glamming and some of the stuff I recently bought and I want to dive into using. So with that being said, smash that subscribe button and baby, we're not wasting any time today. Let's jump right in. We are zoomed in. We'll do the dupes over here and the high end over here. So this side's gonna be expansive. Hopefully I don't mix it up. I always almost mix it up on these videos. But anyways, I mean our obvious first dupe. Hello. Elf is out here saving people some coin edge, okay? They got the grip primer. This is a $10 primer. This is a $36 primer. This is the famous Hydro Grip from Milk. They're the same thing. I don't know how else to explain it to you. It's the same dang thing. Now they're both long wearing primers, so they're both meant to keep your makeup on for a long time. So this is my drugstore side officially. The thing that tricks me with this is that my camera flips it, like my screen flips my face. So I'll look at the viewfinder like right now and it looks like I'm doing my makeup over here. So then I get confused like what side of the face I'm doing. But basically these are both tacky long wear primers and I just like to pat on my face because they really don't rub in that well. I'm gonna use this hand to put this one on. But I wore this primer last night for, ooh, a little booger. Sometimes they do that because they're so tacky, but I wore it for like 10 hours, 11 hours, and it wore beautifully. I'm just gonna tap both in. They get tackier the more that they dry, so it's good to tap them in so they don't pull the skin too much. There you have it. You heard it here first and everywhere else on the internet. Everyone knows this is a dupe. This one's not a shocker, nor is our next one, but we're still gonna do it because I haven't talked about it on my channel. High inside of my face, low inside of my face, we have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This one costs $14. You can now get it at your local Target or on the e.l.f.'s website versus the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which has been around for a long time from Charlotte Tilbury, but has really exploded this year in popularity. And this one's $46. Huge price difference. You can find this one at Sephora or a Charlotte Tilbury store. That's where I picked mine up in the shade 4.5. And then this one, I'm in the shade 4. They're the same product. Also, let me just say, like, I do like the high-end version of products I'm talking about. So if you're like, I want to be bougie, I want to spoil myself, I want to get a luxe high-end product, just know the high-ends are great too. I'll link both down below for you. Let's apply them. Drugstore side of my face. What this does is creates like a little bit of a glow. Actually, it creates a lot of a glow. I'm gonna be honest. They're super glowy. And they also put like a little bit of a skin tint onto your skin as well as the glow. They're the same product. I mean, I can't make this up. $46 versus $14. Let's save some coin. I told you, e.l.f.'s that girl. I'm just gonna use my Artiste brush. I'm gonna have to use 2 brushes or it's gonna mix the product, but sometimes like if I'm gonna be in a hot area, I won't use this because it makes me too glowy and too shiny. Like it appears through the makeup, but for the most part, I'm all good to use it, you know? I'm gonna grab this brush and blend out the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. one has a little bitty bit more pigment to it, but once it's blended in, it's honestly not that much of a difference. Voila. Our next dupe is on a skin tint. So this really popular skin tint from Fenty, $32. They're both supposed to be just a moisturizing, beautiful, glowy tint on your skin. And then we have the Sephora one, which is currently on clearance for $9. Now the internet exploded. It was like, these are dupes, these are dupes, these are dupes. And I kind of want to try that out today. I do think the packaging and advertising on them are pretty much identical. So they do seem like dupes, but we're going to try them out on my face and see the real tea. Do I have it backwards? This is our drugstore side. See, I'm already messing up. This is our high-end side. Yep, got it. First, we'll do our little high-end drops. I'm gonna give it a good shake. I bought these in the shade 12 from Fenty. Oh, that does look like a foundation. That does look like a foundation. Shade 12 may be a little warm for me, but I think because it's a skin tint versus a full coverage foundation that it will work. So guys, just some news happening in the world while I'm glamming. Hurricane Ian came in. I'm thinking of everyone in Florida and everyone on the East Coast that was affected by that. The world's temperature rises, the sea level is actually rising, and hurricanes are expected to become more frequent. There is good news, in my opinion. I think it's good news. Last summer, they just passed the Inflation Reduction Act. This act is going to put a massive focus on climate change and energy. By the year 2030, it is supposed to help reduce carbon emissions into the atmosphere by 40%, so this is huge for us. No way. You guys, I just... I put this on my face and it's is a completely different color. I did a bad job matching. I got this in 06 satin. This one's a little warm. This one looks like my concealer shade. What are we gonna do? We're gonna blend it. I'm gonna use the butt of the sponge, blend it. I will say this, the formula seems pretty close to identical. However, the Fenty one maybe has like 5% more coverage. But as far as like the formula, the glow, the blend, like look how they were completely two different colors. And because the blend is so soft and like a skin tint, you can tell the color difference, but you can't tell the formula difference. So that's interesting. So my tip to you here would be get your formula. I mean, get your color right, not your formula, right? Get your color correct. But they both look beautiful, and like I thought the other one's gonna be like way too light, but actually now that I blended it out, it's like totally not bad. I'm gonna have to blend a little more because I don't want my face to be two different colors. The point in this video is for it to come out looking identical, so we're just gonna keep blending. All right, my face is looking pretty even. So we have the Hourglass Concealer for $36, and the dupe here is the Catrice True Skin, that's scary, for $7. I got this one off Amazon. You can find this one on Sephora. So this is supposed to be a major dupe. I like both. So on our high-end side here, we're just gonna apply. This one's in the shade Fawn, and now the Catrice one is in the shade Natural Ivory. They're really close in color. I would say this one's maybe like a tiny percentage lighter, and this one does feel a little more liquidy, but let's blend this out so I can show you the coverage. So we're gonna blend out the Hourglass side on this side of my sponge, cover these dark bag edges, and now we're gonna go ahead, ooh, I need to flip my sponge, and blend out the Catrice side. I gotta say, I think the Catrice formula is a little thinner, and I think that you have to add more of the Catrice. The price difference is insane. $36 versus $7 is a major dupe. I do think the Catrice does provide major coverage, and that both sides of my eyes pretty much look identical. Setting powders. I talked about this before because I recently bought the Ben Nye Pretty Pink powder versus the Huda Beauty. This one's in Cherry Blossom. It's that pink famous powder that went viral online. This one is $13, this one is $35, so we got a major price difference going on here. I'm gonna apply them and we're gonna see. So this is gonna be the Ben Nye. I think the Ben Nye is a little bit more pink, and that is, you know, that. I think it's more pinky, but it does like blend into the skin like butter, just kind of like melts in so easily. Very pretty. So now we're gonna go in, I'm gonna flip my sponge over, and we're gonna use this side of my sponge, and we're gonna apply the Huda one. So you can see the Huda one is a little bit lighter in pinkage. The pinkage is not as pink, but I bet once we dust them away, it's a very similar outcome that you have here for a major price difference. All right, we're gonna dust these away and we're gonna see what's gonna go on under my under eye. Holy moly, these pretty much look identical. Like these look so similar. Wow. By the way, both of these powders, like the actual formula versus colors, so fine grained, like so milled down. They feel very similar, and they just feel like super, super soft on the skin. And I love that from both formulas. Next, cream bronzer. I don't know why I set my under eye, but that's okay. We can still add our cream bronzer. So I got a crazy dupe for us. This is the ColourPop Soul. This is called their Bronzing Balm. And then this one is called the Natural Cream Bronzer from Say. And this one's in medium bronze, and I got this one in medium, so they'd, you know, be the same color. The Say bronzer is $30. The Soul bronzer from ColourPop is $9. It's actually on sale for $9, but I don't know if that sale is permanent or not, but it's $9 right now. I will say the ColourPop one right here is a bit warmer than the Say. The Say has a little bit more of a depth and coolness to it, but let's give it a go. I just dipped my sponge in so hard and it like went, so just know this one's really soft and don't get crazy like I did. So this is our drugstore side. Okay, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous, just like right off the bat. Like, I thought it was gonna be a little too warm, but that's really not what it's giving. It's giving gorgeous glow, gorgeous radiant glow. So I'm gonna use the butt. Oh my gosh, this smells so good, by the way. I'm gonna use the butt of the sponge to do this half, and then I'll use the side of it to do my other half. Oh, that's so, look at the bronze. Wow, that looks so good. So we're gonna go ahead and put this clean side into the Say. I use the Say one every day, so this is no surprise to me. But actually, once you blend these out, because they look a bit different in color in the pan, but once you blend these out, like there's such a similarity happening here. I'm a little shooky. That looks the exact same. The exact same. Wow. Okay, we have a major dupe going on here. Save you money. $9 versus $30. Let's dive into cream blush. I found a major dupe going on here. Here is the kicker. I thought I found a major dupe, and because I dug through all my blushes, I had swatches all the way up my arm this morning, and I was like, we're gonna find the perfect cream blush dupe because I have a bazillion cream blushes, right? So I was like, this Pixie one's one of my favorite I recently discovered, and then the Rim Beauty by Ariana Grande. They're the exact same color. I'm gonna swatch so I can really show you. Here is the Pixie one. It's in Ruby. It's $18. Here is the REM one. It's in Broadway Baby. Ooh. It is also $18. I cannot tell a difference. They look the same. 18 bucks both. Here's the only good part. The REM Beauty one is sold out. You can't get it right now. The Pixie one is available. So if you want a pretty raspberry, berry-esque cream blush, you can get this one, which I'm gonna apply to the left side of my face. This one is so pretty. And when this one comes back, you can get it, but as for now, you can't. You can really not tell a difference, right? So there's still dupes, but did you know a dupe is not necessarily mean it's less? It just means it's the same. It means like the double of the product. So unfortunately, we are not saving any money on cream blushes. However, you can get this one and you can't get this one. So if that means something to you, then we did something great here today. I'm just gonna blend this out. This is not blending. Oh my God. Why is it stuck to my face? There we go. The sponge was just not cutting it. That is so pretty. It gives you that nice, gorgeous berry flush. They look the same. Liquid highlighter, we got a dupe. Now, I love Miss Rare Beauty. It's actually become one of my favorite beauty brands very quickly, and they have a ton of products. It seems like every product I use by them, I end up falling in love with, so they have such a strong line. They have this liquid highlighter that you can't even get off Sephora. I think they may have it on the Rare Beauty site. It's called Outshine. It's just their liquid highlighter. And then on Amazon, I found these Magic Stick highlighters, so I ordered them because the color looked just like that yellowy golden iridescent highlighter from Rare. They come in a pack of 2. The Amazon ones are $9 for 2, about $5 each. Look at that. Look at that. This one's the Rare Beauty one right here. They look the exact same. So you can't get Outshine right now, and you'll also save money with the Magic Halo one. So we have a major dupe I have found here off Amazon. So the Rare Beauty one is 22 bucks, and then this one is around $9 for 2 because you get 2 different shades, or around $5-6 bucks for 1. Major dupe. Let's go ahead and put them into action. So we're gonna add this one here. I guess I'll just do the drugstore one for my nose because I really can't do 2. And these are really creamy, very pretty. And of course, I love the Rare Beauty ones. They're gorgeous as well. I'm gonna add some of the Rare Beauty one on my nose too, and on my forehead. This color is so great. I think it's the only one that's sold out, so don't worry about that. You can just go to Amazon and get one heck of a deal there. I will have these shimmer sticks linked down below, but they're by Magical Halo Cosmetics, and they're a total dupe. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with one of my favorite powders, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I'm obsessed. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm obsessed. This powder though, y'all, is $46. That's kind of expensive for a little compact powder. This one is $7, and this is one of my favorite powders, drugstore or not. It's just been one of my favorite setting powders. They're both kind of lightweight and they're both mattifying. They're both great for the under eye too if you need like a touch up. I specifically love these powders, so it's the high-end one, for touch up work. So if I'm shiny and I'm needing a little mattification, especially in the under eye, I always run and grab these. So you can see they really matte you out. So I'm gonna switch brushes and grab this little next one and do the left side of my face, which may be the right side to you. I don't know all the rules. I don't understand. My monitor has me so confused. Okay, here we go. And we're just gonna set all those cream products lightly so that way they don't slip and slide around. Voila! And they do perform the same. So save your money there. Next, we're gonna move on to brows. We have the Brow Freeze for $23, and then we have the NYX Brow Glue. The NYX Brow Glue runs $9. Now the formula on these are different. So this one's a little more liquidy, but the in-depth dry down on these I find to be very similar, like the finished product, if you will, but like your experience with the texture and feel of them, I'll admit they're quite different. So just a heads up on that. I recently got my brows laminated, so I'll just be transparent and let you know that's why they're kind of going up really easily. My brows like to lay down. They do not like to do the fluffy brow. I have to like force them. So I'm really into strong products that does force them, and both of these are really strong. So as you can see, our brows are perky. These are a dupe as far as the outcome of the product. Whoops. All right, so this dupe tripped me out because I was like, what am I gonna do for eyeshadow palette dupe? Like, what do I wanna do? So I started investigating the ColourPop website because they have so many affordable eyeshadow palettes. And lo and behold, I had recently got the Kylie Cosmetics Mauve palette. Let's go ahead and open it up. Looks like this. And it's so pretty. I love these colors. And then Clay It Cool came out from ColourPop. And when you open it, I was like, wait a damn minute. If that ain't the same palette, girl, what? These are the same colors. They're even like kind of in the same order in a way. Like they're so similar. Like, ma'am, come on now. This one is 32. This one is 16. Is it half the, I think it's like half the price. You're paying half the price for the same amount of eyeshadow shades in the same colors. What's going on, babes? So I'm gonna do a look with each palette, and I just think it's hilarious because I'm like, they're the same palette. The only difference is this one has a cream shade, which I find to be so interesting because they just have this one random cream shade right here. I don't know what that's about exactly. I'm gonna tap into Love to See It in Kylie, and then Figurine here. Miss Kylie, can you stay open? Thank you. See that? Same color. Same color, babs. All right, so here's my ColourPop one on the left side. I will say the formula is similar. I don't know if Kylie's lab is still the ColourPop lab. She was acquired by Coty. I know they don't own 100% of her brand, so she definitely is still, you know, making things happen over there. I noticed, by the way, I bought some stuff from Skin, which is Kim's skincare line, and I didn't realize she had an investor because she's worth so much money. I was kind of surprised that she had an investor, but I noticed when the package was sent to me, it came from Coty, so I assume Coty is also the investor running Skin, which is also running Kylie's brand. So I'm gonna switch brushes to a clean one and tap into Love to See It here. But I thought that was so interesting, you know? And I don't know if Kylie is using ColourPop Labs, but she may or may not be anymore. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't keep up, to be honest with you. There's like so many makeup brands and like so much going on in the world. I'm like, I don't know who owns what or what lab, what place is using. I can't remember it all. I'm just trying to keep my head on straight with my own stuff. But I find it all to be a little interesting. I'm gonna go in with Aphrodite here with our ColourPop palette on the left side, and we're just gonna deepen up. Not this little fall time look. Now I already did a look with the Kylie palette. I did it in my video I tried out all of Kylie's brands and I ranked them. So check that out, you know, if you wanna see more action happening. Now over here, I'm gonna tap into Burgundy Baby. So for the Kylie one, I'm going to tap into You're Welcome. It's my favorite shade in the palette, no doubt. I'm going to put it on the right side. And then I'm going to go into Mud Pot over here with my finger, which is this shade. And same thing. Whoa, that's so fiery. It looks so pretty. This one is like a hair bit warmer and then this one, but overall, the looks are really similar. So we're gonna go ahead and add some liner. We're gonna talk about this little liner dupe we got going on. NYX came out with Epic Ink Liner that has this micro little tip on it. And it's a total dupe for the Stay All Day Stila with the micro tip. They look the exact same. This one is $23. This one is, I'm like, how much is it? It's $10. $10 versus $23. You're saving $13 here. So I'm gonna put on the Stila one, then we're gonna jump into the Miss NYX. I've been using the NYX one for a long time, and I already know how much I love it. But both of these liners are honestly so great. Ooh, we have a little fallout. Both of these liners are honestly so great in the way of just really making it easy to apply because of how tiny the tip is, so it's not messy at all. You can really get in there. So here we have our Stila side. Now let's go ahead and apply the NYX. Identical. We're done with liner. Let's move on to mascara. Mascara. Have you guys ever noticed that these mascaras are the exact same? Let me show you. So the Benefit one is 27. The Maybelline Sky High is 13. But look at the wands. Look at the wands. Like, can you tell a difference? Because I know I can't. And the formula is quite similar. So we kind of got the same thing going here. So here on my, let me get a little mirror so I can see. I can't see nothing. Okay, here we go. So we have the Sky High happening here. Gosh, the wands are like, the way it like performs, it's the same. I love both. I think they're both great mascaras. I think they both can get a little bit messy if you're not careful, but they're both wonderful. And these are also, because these wands, they make them so good for the bottom lashes. Like, they coat the bottom lashes really well. But the formula, I'm telling you guys, total dupe here. So 13 bucks, 27 bucks. Save some coin. So I'm gonna go in with the Burgundy Baby and just add a little bit because I want to smoke out my lower lash line a little bit. Now we're gonna do this side. Okay, for lashes, I'm just gonna apply Dame. That way my eyes don't look wonky with two different lashes. Ooh, I bought like 6 pair of these because they're so pretty. I think they're like less than $9 off ColourPop's website. There's like a super light lash. So if you're looking for something like that, try Dame from ColourPop. So I do like to trim a bit of the lash off and just focus it more so on the outer corner. So we're just gonna apply this. These are so pretty. Okay, lips. We're getting close to being done. The lips. So I found this dupe. So we have the Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade Peachy, and then we have George from Lawless. The Lawless ones are sold on the Lawless website, and then the Maybelline ones are sold at every drugstore, including Ulta. So the Maybelline ones are 13, the Lawless ones are 20. Let me swatch and just show you the colors. Here, you have the Maybelline, which very pretty color, mind you. And then here you have the Lawless. So the Lawless looks a little bit deeper, and that's because it has more of a matte whipped finish. And then this one here is a little more shiny. But overall, let's just put them on. They're so incredibly similar, maybe not identical, but super similar color. You can kind of like barely, this is the Lawless side, you can barely tell a difference from this side to this side, so that's incredible. Lastly, of course, we're gonna set it. So we have the Airbrush Flawless, which is 36 from Charlotte Tilbury versus the $10 to $11 from Milani Make It Last. These are both just long wear setting spray. So we're gonna go ahead and set it and forget it. Even the misters are kind of similar on them. So this is our final look. So here we have our super high inside, everything really, really pricey. I'll put the grand total on the screen. And then over here we have the more affordable side, saving tons of money. And you know, there are little differences here, very slight, but come on, for the savings, they're super, super similar, and you end up with like a super similar overall look. The main thing that I thought was the biggest dupes, obviously Elf Flawless Filter, but actually the drops. The drops got me good. The Fenty drops versus the Sephora drops. Guys, my face looks the same on both sides. And so that's what's got me a little shook, because $9, like, come on. And then also the cream bronzers, while they looked a bit different in the packaging, the way they blended out, like, and perform was like the same. So that really got me good. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Hopefully you saved some coin on this video. I'll have everything linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave to join my YouTube fam jam and see more videos like this. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.